Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the AFR stream for Tier 1. This is round 9. We are at Baku. I'm Psycho, and with me tonight is Gus.
Hello, how's it going?
Good. What about you, man?
Not too bad. Bit of an early night this evening. We do have a sprint race tonight here at Baku, as replicating the format for next weekend's real life race. It's been a while since we've had a real life race. It's been nearly 4 weeks since the Melbourne Grand Prix.
Feels like 4 years.
I know, it's like a second start to the season.
Yeah, it's been a while. Yeah, and the streets of Baku, as you said, for the first. Oh, T-Mac, really?
Just T-Mac things.
Yeah, he put it in the wall and lost his front wing at the third corner.
Someone went past just afterwards. I'm sure they had a good chuckle. So they might have been a Poly Pepsi.
That's King J, and again, Pepsi is chasing him down. We should be followed for the first lap. King J or Pepsi? Let's follow Pepsi because King J might bin it and we can get a view of it.
Pepsi was usually the one to look for when he usually binned it.
Could also be true. In that case, we'd want to start with Pepsi anyway, so I think Pepsi's the first car we'll follow. Yeah, tight and tricky street circuit. It's going to be an interesting race in virtually and in real life. First time F1 would do a sprint race at Baku, and same for. Oh no, we did it last season, didn't we? For Tier 1.
Yeah, it's interesting. I'm not sure if it was like that on the last game, but on this game, definitely, you cannot cut that corner as you're coming down the hill. I think it's turn 16 or 17.
Yeah, you can't. The cars are
Remember in
too...
the older games, it used to be the quickest line to just cut all four wheels straight across that curb, but now it really unsettles the car. Put you into that wall on the outside.
Yeah, it's not an upshot anymore. You can't cut that corner like you used to. Take that, as the faster guys would say, that esports line. The cars will just bounce awkwardly and pile you into the wall. Pepsi so far looking pretty good. First two corners using all of the track, carrying a lot of speed. A little bit early there, had to take 2 stabs at that corner.
Yellow flag at turn 1, it's a Mercedes. Surprising there, but it's Valhalli's turned himself around. Oh, he's spun, he's been disqualified as well, so he spun on the exit curb of turn 1 across the pit exit and got disqualified for blocking that pit exit. So his AI is now taking him down to the escape road at turn 2. And this car will somehow actually finding it quite hard thanks to the AI, but it just went straight into the wall at the end of the escape road. But he'll be making a slow walk back to the pit.
We've all done that. The game's very harsh for stuff like that. Pepsi, though, having a very, very decent banker. See what time him and King J can do. I believe Pepsi is quicker at the moment, looking at the sector times, but we'll see what happens with these guys across the line.
King J sets for 140.929 and Pepsi 139.9, whole second quicker.
Big gap there by Pepsi. Who's that? I don't know that person nickname. He's in the Haas. Yeah, I don't know who that is. We'll just go with Hester.
Who is Hester? He did a race last one.
Okay. Yeah, it might be. He is 3/10 quicker than Ryan. And Levi puts another 10th on top of Hester. Rapid lap by Levi. On board with Panda now. Panda in the other Aston Martin. He's just starting his lap as we speak. I think there's a bit of a kerfuffle in Sector 2.
Yeah, sister is a full-time driver in the Hearts you put in there this week.
Look, I drink a lot. It's not good. I don't know what happens anymore.
Intervention, man.
Oh boy. Alright. My stupidity aside, it looks like Pandas are going a pretty rapid lap. The game does that thing where it shows the tyres locking when they're not really locking, so it looks like it's locking up. He's just really good at turning these cars.
Like Hesse's out of fuel in that final sector. That's the yellow flag that you see on your screen. It looks like there's a couple of cars on in laps behind who shouldn't impede anyone now.
Excellent.
Tiba also out of fuel.
Red Panda sending it through the castle section, keeping up the minimum speed going through there, which is very important to get a good lap time. Oh, that Aston Martin is on rails. This is going to be a pretty decent time from Panda. See what he can do. Pot.
Yellow flag in sector 1. Sorry to interrupt. The other Mercedes has had a spin at turn 3. Cameras are in play. They'll be coming into the pits after this lap.
Potsy take a provisional pole of the 139 flat, and then Crush just pips in with a 100th quicker. Just under 100th quicker.
So I think M-Dog is the only other driver on a flying lap at the moment. Most drivers doing out laps or in laps if they're on track.
Let's hope he doesn't get impeded here. I think King J's in front of him.
No, King J's down at turn 2. I think that is going to be that's Trin, I think, on his in lap there in the red.
Oh, yep, alright. Trin as well making his tier 1 return, the reserve seat.
See him back. He gets some points for Red Bull, and the combined is going to swear just a little bit. At least tier 2 we are.
Oh, you guys beat me last week. Oh.
Well, Ben got a DNF, so no. So what was with that pit entry? You were so slow on the safety car.
Pit entry? Oh,
yeah.
I was trying to set my tyres.
Yeah, I broke my front wing on the back of you, so thanks for that.
I did say it at the time. I was like, oh, Gus is going to try to dock me in the pits, and I went, never mind.
I tried to intercept Vettel, just overtake you on the pit entry, and there's not enough room for these cars.
Oh. Alright.
M-Dog goes P3, 139.321, 3/10 of his teammate who holds provisional pole. I think we've got a 8-mate on a lap as well. He's currently going through castle section.
Crush and M-Dog in the upper tower is proud. Let's see, bait.
Split by Potsy though. Potsy just hit thousandths of a second off Crush at the moment.
Isn't that just the story of Potsy's life? So close to pole that he can never get one.
Right close to the wall goes Bait.
Yeah, he touched it, didn't he? I thought I heard it.
I remember the first qualifying pole position at this track. Miko Rosberg hit the tyre wall and hit the concrete wall in sector 2. Still put it on pole position. See what Bait can do. Very long straight, uses all of his ERS up to 345 kilometers per hour. He goes P5 with a 139.536. And I wonder whether or not we'll see any cheeky toes in the final runs with teammates trying to give each other the slipstream to get that extra 5-10 kilometers per hour in that straight. Because it will, it's going to be 2-3 tenths there at least.
If that's going to happen, it will probably either be the Alpines or the Aston Martins doing it. Usually the candidates for teamwork. So I think Farmer Sam just is in sector 3 now, and he's going to start a lap shortly. We haven't actually seen him
he's on
a
an
lap in.
outlap at the moment. I think there are a few cars in front of him on outlaps as well. The leaderboard's going a bit wonky for me. It's showing some drivers on quick laps when, I don't know if they are. They might be.
Big Al, actually, is probably the... Oh, no, he's invalidated.
FIBA behind him though is on a lap. He's about 5 tenths up on his time. That'll put him around about P4, 139.4. He's going to get a bit of a tow from Big Al though. He's champion rival ahead of him.
Big Al should be feeling into the pits, I think.
Big Al's stay out. He's obviously filled enough for another run. And FIBA is going to find 5.5 tenths and does put in P4, just 600s behind M-Dog. It's still 3.5 tenths off the pace. If we got a yellow flag in the final sector, it looks like T-Mac going very slow to stay out. He's trying to get let Pepsi go by into the final corner. They both crawled to an absolute hole. Pepsi did not want to go ahead and give T-Mac a tow. And T-Mac has now bolted, so we're going to get a slipstream on this run.
I think they're in the same chat, so they would have been geeing each other up for it as well. Yeah, you came first. You came first.
And Pepsi comes into the bits anyway. Fair enough, fair enough.
Alright, I'm on board with T-Mac. So far he's doing alright. Let's see if he can get it past the dreaded turn 3 that's broken his wing on his first attempt. Got him completely out of sync with the rest of the grid. There you go, good job. T-Mac can turn left. Pretty good lap by T-Mac so far. He's really keeping up a minimum speed, using all of the track, going out wide. Sticks in the 4th gear through there. On the throttle, nice and early out of the castle section. Pieces the apex beautifully of that last corner. Let's see what he can do.
Whoa, Ekem goes fast as 138.957. Really 10-meter crush there.
That's right. T-Mac does improve, it's in a 139.4, puts him in 8th place provisionally.
I think everyone is on an in-lap at the moment, so Farmer Sam, he's just had a spin in Sector 2. I was going to say he's on an in-lap. He just set Mercedes' first time of the session with a 140.375, but only down in 14th. Currently 1.4 seconds to Ekem on provisional pole.
Yeah, he'll have time to come in for another run, only just, but he's got some work ahead of him. Mercedes not having a great weekend with Valhalla obviously getting a DSQ. Farmer Sam not looking very quick right now. He's got more pace than
Martin. Panda's had a bit of a spin just before the castle section. He's pointing the wrong way now. He does a flip turn just in front of Alfa Romeo of T-Mac. Just to avoid getting a grid penalty. Mercedes now out of fuel in that final sector. So the yellow flag you see on the screen.
That'll do
so
it.
Mikau will be the next driver to do a timed lap. So he's just left the pits ahead of Levi Tiger Pants.
Mikau usually has a lot of pace around Baku. Last game I think he was undefeated across 3 different leagues throughout the entire game cycle.
Yeah, it's one of those circuits where, especially in sectors 1 and 2, it's all about finding that rhythm, getting in that flow state. You basically just turn in apex, 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 and it's just that repetition. You got to do enough laps to get comfortable. As soon as you start second guessing yourself, that's when you're going to make mistakes and turn a little bit too early or a little bit too late. And as the wise Jolyon Palmer once said, you have to be alert on a street circuit.
it's definitely one of those circuits. It's super fun to drive, and when you're in that flow state, it's such a fun circuit. But yeah, slightest mistake, and you will be in the wall.
Most of the other drivers coming out of the pits now as well. We've got Jacob Meister, King J, and we've got Potsy all on out laps. We've got 2.5 minutes left on the clock as Macau comes through. A couple of kinks on that final straight. He'll open up what will probably be his final run in the session.
So hopefully doesn't get impeded. Everyone should be well aware that Macau is coming.
Yeah, a lot of drivers coming out of the pits now. Turn 1-2 stretch is going to be interesting. Hope they've got mirrors nice and squeaky clean. Just a couple of corners there from Mikau though. A short shift to fourth as well, just to control that wheel spin out of turn 2. So a nice little bit of fresh air ahead, but he does have Hester in the Haas just above him. Sector 1, very nice through turn 3 and turn 4. Haas is getting closer and closer. Seems to disturb Mick how much. He's up 4.5 tenths on his time. It's good enough to get him into the 39, so he goes a little bit deep there, nearly bumps the wall, the Nico Rosberg wall I mentioned before. And this is going to be very tricky here. He might actually be able to get a toe off the Haas in the final sector. If just gets a wriggle on. Nice turn in through the castle section, up over that blind crest of the right-hander. And into that left and drifted out nice and wide, just inside track limits and open up across the top of the hill. Nice little sector 2 puff. No little mistake. There on, he's okay here now down the very awkward off-camber left-hander downhill. You'll get a nice little toe here, and I think you'll get a toe all the way down the straight from the Haas. So this is going to be very helpful. He's up half, so he's lost a little bit of time in that second sector. Still looking to get into the 39s, but he'll have this toe all the way down the straight. Seeing almost all of his ERS, got 24% left. Let's see how fast he gets. 330 Ks, ERS open. He's not staying in the slipstream of the Haas. He's just going to straight line it to the pit wall. And he didn't really gain any time in the final sector either. Just thanks to the 139s, but he's only 12th.
39.8, yeah, still, he did improve, but just unfortunately wasn't enough this time.
Yeah, looks like that mistake he made in sector 2 probably cost him a couple of tenths. That might have got him ahead of Trin, who is just about to come up to him in turn 2. That yellow flag's just Mick out, slowing down to let the runner behind him go through. And so you've got the checkered flag out now, as Panda has put a penalty. Especially with Ekim. Ekim is out. Where is Panda on track? He is at turn 2. I don't know what happened there. Ekim is retired.
I think Ekim retired and Panda must have just hit him. Like maybe the AI behaved weirdly.
Yeah, that's not great. Need to make sure you are definitely
Potsy!
last car. Oh, 2,000th of a second quicker than Ekim.
38.9. Can anyone actually top that?
Panda has blocked the castle section. There's a completely blocked track at castle.
Oh no.
Your boy Levi Tiger Pant's about to come into it, so there's an Alfa Romeo down the escape road. It looks like Red Bull's been able to get going again.
Yeah, okay, well that would have ruined lives of a lot of drivers.
Panda's apologising in the T1 chat, so to Ekim, so it looks like it may have been his fault. Looks like he's tapped the wall with the rear tyre and that's caused a drama. As you see, the Mercedes of Farmer Sam has crashed out in the second sector as well. That's also gone off. I think that's
obviously
obviously you're not going to get a lap in. It's just that Levi who's on a lap at the moment. But he's already done a 1 minute 40 and he's still got most of the final straight to go.
That's
Crush is on a lap, but he's still 5 seconds down too. I think these are all the guys who got caught up by Panda's crash. Castle section. And that was a very eventful end to qualifying here at Baku. Of course, this only sets a grid for the sprint race. We still have a feature race afterwards, which will be determined by the results of sprint.
Is that Potts's first pole?
Does it count as pole? It's only a sprint race?
No, it doesn't, you're right.
Well, it didn't last year. I think it does now, so...
Yeah, but this is still last year's game. So, yeah, I don't know, it doesn't count. Do we count it?
We'll give it to him. It's been a long time coming.
Well, there you go. Potsy on pole. Well done, Potsy. 38.9. Pretty rapid time, but I mean, the gap is so tiny. Like, the margins are so small. Have a look at this gap between these drivers. First and all the way nearly first to 13th within a second.
Yeah, it's very close. We do have a couple of 5th place penalties. Panda will drop to 12th on the grid after that contact with Eckham. We also have Farmer Sam with a 5th place penalty. That'll put him, I think it'll just put him behind Jacob Meister because Valhalla was disqualified from the session. He may start at the very back. I'm not quite sure. I'm not sure what that incident with Farmer Sam was though. Collided with Crush. So it looks like there were a couple of incidents there at the end of the session that we weren't on board for.
Ryan pointing out the lowest he's qualified in like 4 seasons. Yeah, I'd say he's a bit rusty from his European holiday.
No, I'm sure he's still about 10 times quicker than I'll ever be.
Oh yeah, same. But just shows you how competitive this grid is. If you take a week off or a couple of weeks off to go away, it's going to hurt you in this grid.
Yeah, absolutely.
Unsurprisingly, I believe we have clear weather for the sprint race, and I dare say if I was a betting man, I'd bet we'd have clear weather for the race as well, considering we're in the desert.
Ran it back to before?
It has, but it is luckily rare. So, unsurprisingly, the entire grid has decided to start on the mediums. And this Endercat, he used to shake it up a little bit for us. But we're all going to start on the medium tyres today.
Oh, and of course, Panda and Farmer Sam will get their grid penalties for the feature race, not for the sprint race. So you'll see they're currently in their positions of P7 and P16. So whatever position they finish in the sprint race, they will start in those positions +5 for the feature race.
Yeah, it's going to hurt them. Oh. Just occurs to me with Potsy on pole. Potsy normally doesn't qualify well, but he has excellent race pace. If he makes it past turn 1 in the lead, I think he's going to wave the rest of the grid goodbye.
I don't know. I mean, with how close he is to the top, don't forget he only got pole by about 0.02 of a second, so they are going to be similar single lap pace. And all they have to do is stay within his DRS, and they'll get a nice slipstream all the way to the end. So I reckon that they'll be able to stay with him. If they stay in DRS, there'll be a chance. But yeah, if he breaks DRS or they get caught battling behind him, then yeah, I think he's got the pace and the consistency to pull away. It's whether or not Fever can come through the field as well. This is only a sprint, so there won't be much strategy involved in this one, unless of course there's safety cars and some damage. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. It was a good race, as I see Jacob Meister already hit the wall, like there's no damage on the formation lap.
It is more about keeping it clean this race, keeping it out of the wall, top 8 get points. If you're out outside the top 8, then all you're really looking for is to try and make up a couple of spots for the feature. Let's see if anyone can't park. This is tier 1, so I expect nothing but the best. Oh. Looks like 18 drivers know how to park. Alright. 5 lights. And we're away for the sprint race at Azerbaijan. It is Eckham getting a fantastic start off the line. Looks like Crush too. Potsy struggling a little bit, going side by side with Crush. M-Dog trying to squeeze up there. Looks like we're making it past turn 1 fairly cleanly. I see Big Al making the moves on M-Dog. He is very aggressive off the start. Up into 5th now.
So the upset Mick hit the outside wall at turn 1, down into the path. I think that's Farmer Sam. Slight contact, but they've got through unscathed.
Bit of contact here, a lot of battling. Batemate lost a few positions side by side, but T-Mac now, Bait hits, oh, massive contact. We have a lot of cars around.
Ferrari pointed the wrong way as Levi Tiger Pants, so Ferrari's the back of the field now.
Yeah.
Green flag, so.
I think that was Bates' mistake. I think Bait might have hit someone and caused that spin. I could be wrong, I'm not 100% sure. Looks like everyone's at least moving, so that's alright. No one's put it into the wall of Castle yet. He did say yet.
Both Ferraris still have to go through, so a bit of hell better coming.
Okay, they made it. So, eight attempts to go. I'm sure the Ferraris can manage it. I've done it a few times in practice. Seems like we're settling pretty closely now. Ekman and Crush both made it past Potsy on that first lap. Big Al making up quite a few positions on that first lap. Esther dropping a little bit. Bateman, I think, is our biggest loser so far. And this really sucks getting damage on this the sprint race, because you could probably pit for soft. You can't really pit for another set of mediums because they're your race tyres.
Yeah, exactly.
Hotsy right at the back of Crush. He can smell the fumes coming out of that AlphaTauri. Farmers sent him as well, promising him Pepsi, giving it everything they've got. Is Pepsi going to send it? No. Backs out. I didn't think he was going to back out, though. I thought he was going to send it. Overall, pretty clean from this tier 1 grid. Only with that slight hiccup at the start, and the car spinning at the end of second 1.
Yeah, everyone just trying to find that rhythm. Oh, as you see the Mercedes Valhalla spin just outside the castle section, and he is in the wall. Might be some weak damage. He's reversing back into Levi Tiger Pants. That would be Levi Brown Pants at that moment, but no contact, and Valhalla gets going, but I think he's got, he might have got away without wing damage, but he's fallen 7 seconds off the back of Levi now.
Yeah, it's going to cost him. Valhalla so far not making gaining or losing any positions. He's pretty much where he started. Second does set our fastest lap, and DRS gets enabled. So Pepsi on Farmer Sam going side by side into turn 1. He's going to brake later. It's pretty even. Does he leave them enough room? Just. As they're still side by side going into turn 2, and it looks like Farmer Sam's going to back out and just give this to Pepsi. He probably knows there's no point in fighting this with Bate and Mick out right behind him. The more they fight, the closer those two get. He's coming back at him though, up the outside. Pepsi squeezes, probably a little bit too much. Can Farmer Sam get the switch back? Does get a better exit. He does! Forces his way side by side with Pepsi. Pepsi holds it. Farmer Sam nearly spins and loses it. Bate is next to him now. Mikau is looking back to attack as well. Whoa! Mikau loses an acceleration, nearly drops it, but regains it. He's out of this battle for now. That heated up quickly. Oh! Farmer Sam just tapping the wall out of Castle. I'm not sure if that's damage or not. That's a fairly light tap. It should be okay. Oh, it scrapes the wall again at the end of that left-hander. Sam is giving it everything to try and get back into the RS. He's lost it, unfortunately. I think Mikau still has it though, so Mikau's looking to attack this lap or possibly next lap. DRS so powerful around here. Mikhail right at the back of Palmer Sam now. He's got it open. DRS enabled, DRS enabled. He's going for a full attack here into turn 3. Up the inside, he'll get that move done fairly easily, I think. Palmer Sam's going to try and fight it. Mikhail leaves him the room. Bit of contact there, but not much in it. Farmer Sam does lose out. King J now behind Farmer Sam. Well, Farmer, he's just dropping places left and right now. You still with us, Gus?
Yes, yeah, just watching it. A little bit of a battle between two Ferraris at the back of the field. Jacob does eventually get out of the way of Levi, who's on the charge back through. As you just see Farmer Sam lose it in the exit of the castle. He lets through King J as well. Now under pressure from Levi, Target Pants as they come across the hill towards the final sector. Levi down 6 positions from the start of the race. 4 for Batemate, 2 for Hester and Potsy. Biggest winners though so far. Apollo Pepsi gaining 3, Sprint and T-Mac gaining 2, so did Big Al. Yeah, we're seeing quite a few drivers maintaining position at the moment. Looks like we're just trying to get a good route spot for the feature race shortly as Eckham loses the lead for Crutch for the DRS.
Oh, Potsy as well. Trying to push his way past, couldn't quite get it. Potsy looking a little bit frustrated, trying to force his way up the inside into turn 3. Can he pull the car up in time? Not really! Puts Eckham into the wall. Big Al says thank you very much. I will also get past you as Eckham tries to push back, couldn't really get him. Gives Big Al a bit of a left tap on the exit though. Not much in it. I wonder if Eckham now has damage from that fight with Potsy.
So getting the gaps, holding about 2.5 seconds to the leader, so okay, we'll kind of find out next time around when they some must-be corners.
He looks okay, he might not. That was a solid shunt, but he looks okay. Bait with Pepsi. Pepsi let him go past. I think Pepsi had a moment at the exit of Castle. That's all the invitation Bait needs. Just squeeze past him. Trying to gain some positions here. I think Levi is going to probably have a go at Farmer Sam now.
Yeah, Sam during sector 2. He does look so squirrely on the exit. I think his tyres are either too hot or they're not quite in the window because he just seems to have no traction coming out of the corners.
He's got no DRS either. He's used all of it.
Yeah, Levi's used all of it as well. Just going to have to rely on DRS and the toe down the straight.
Won't be enough. Farm also has the DRS.
Still with the DRS, King James Levi is way too deep, and he's in the wall. That's going to be wing damage for sure on the Ferrari.
Yeah.
Should have backed out of it. Still got both his end plates, but I think that's going to be at least lime green damage as he loses the rear, and that has let Jacob Meister through once more.
No, he's probably in the wall.
I think he actually avoided that time, but he's lost a lot of time because of that.
I've been looking at this, I don't know if I'd call it a battle yet, but this event unfolding here with the 2 Aston Martins. So Ryan did start about 2.5 seconds back from Panda when he overtook T-Mac, and he's now right on the back of Panda. I wonder if Panda's just going to let him go, considering he does have that 5th-place penalty. Doesn't look like it. Panda's maintaining position. I don't think Panda will really have a choice though. If he wants to get past, he'll get past.
Just looking at the gaps again, Eckham now outside of DRS range of Big Al, so I'd say he definitely has some wing damage because he should be matching pace with those guys in front of him.
Going that'll be fairly easy for Ryan. He'll go around the outside. Panda will let him go as M-Dog sneaks past Eckham. Yep. I think that damage is hurting him. He's better off not fighting and just trying to maintain that gap to Hester. DRS to get pulled along as far as he can, and hopefully maintain that gap. Esther, they will be trying to get a move on. Ryan is right behind him, and Panda is fairly close as well. Oh, Ryan missing the apex, had to pull the car up there. That cost him a little bit of time. Keeps it out of the wall though. Using all of the ERS there. Ryan is giving it everything. I think Panda tapped the wall at the exit of that off-camber left-hander, and that's given Timo a chance to get the DRS range on him. Ryan's battery is completely drained. I don't think he's got a chance here.
Oh, big moment for Farmer Sam in the S's, and he is out.
Oh, yeah. Not the best place to park your car.
See a safety car.
Car made it through.
Yeah, just like we'd be calling out, just his traction through the corners was not great. He had a snap of oversteer, overcorrected, tried to correct it again, and ended up going straight into the left-hand side wall on that straight. And his front left got completely ripped off.
That'll happen. I think my Tiger Pants is fighting Jacob again. He got past him with that damage.
Yeah, he was about 1.5 to 2 seconds behind him after that spin, but he tracked that down pretty quickly. But he's still 3 seconds off the pace of King J, so unlikely to make any further gains before the end of the race.
Yeah. Wonder if we'll see any more overtakes. Oh, Jacob didn't do that. Everyone's fairly spent as far as their battery is concerned. See the likes of Ryan trying to save up a little
yellow
bit.
flag. It looks like Panda's had a moment up in.
Oh, he has.
Left-hander coming down there. Kill.
He's dropping.
To the inside. So out of the wall. Doesn't look like he's got any wing damage, but he's dropped all the way down to 12th. And with that 5+ group penalty, he'll be on the back row.
Not a great start to the Aston Martin there. Ryan, I think, is nearly trying to get overtake on Hester. He's probably going to save it for the end of his lap, I'd say. Unless he wants to make it work now. Nope, he's going to save it. All over the back with his harsh. He's nearly going to push him through sector 2.
Looks like Eckham took your advice as well. He's still 2 seconds ahead of Hester. He's lost the RS to M-Dog, but he's looking like he's going to hold up that P5 in with whatever damage he's carrying from that contact before with Potsy.
Good to see. He was in a really good position, unfortunately. He had that moment dropped off. It's going to cost him dearly. Lose a lot of points. But still salvages quite a few points, so it could definitely be worse. Let's see, Ryan has about 2 or 3% more ERS than Hester coming out of his final lap. See what he can do. Before him though, Big Al looks like he might try to make a move on Potsy. Really have enough juice to get him to the line. He's going to give it a go. Which side? Around the outside. Can he get past him? He does beat Potsy just to the line. Let's see, can Ryan do the same thing? Ryan on Hester. Does he have enough juice? Can he make it? No! Just shy, less than a car's length in it. And Timo crashes across the line in typical Timo fashion.
Yeah, Big Al gaining 4 positions on the grid for the feature race, so biggest gainer there on the grid.
Big Al would be happy with that. He's done a fantastic job, managed this race well, kept his nose clean, got himself into a great position on that front row.
Yeah, very typical drive from Big Al. We see him do that a lot of times, just patiently biding his time and just working and slicing his way through that grid.
Absolutely. Fantastic drive by Big Al. Unfortunate for some of the other drivers there. Bait, I know, started high, lost a lot of positions. Panda, well and truly lost a lot of positions. Plus that 5 second is going to put him pretty much on the back row. So definitely not ideal. We've got a lot of winners and a lot of losers. A lot of action though on that sprint race. Let's see if the real race can match it.
Yeah, he's waiting for drivers to confirm their strategies for the feature race. Underway shortly. There will be a formation lap as well.
No one did anything strange, so they should be fairly right to run the standard hard medium. No one pitted for an extra on their second set of mediums, so they'll have
starting on the
hards
hards or mediums, you think?
Starting on the hards. They're horrendously bad around here. It feels like ice. They're about 1.5 to 2 seconds slower than the mediums.
Right, when do we reckon the pit stops are going to occur?
If they start on the hards, I'd say around lap 14, 15. We should see them start coming in. The undercut, I think, is fairly powerful with the mediums ramp up kind of quickly, and then at that point, the hards feel really bad. So,
what about if there's an early safety car? What are the odds of chucking on the mediums and going to the end from an early pit stop? What are the likelihoods of that?
You could probably do it from around lap 12, maybe, but earlier than that is risky. I think it is a 26 lap race, if memory serves.
Yeah, and dare I say it, anyone going to try the 2-stop?
Definitely not worth it unless they're safety cars.
Good to know. We'll find out what the drivers have picked in just a second. Here we go. There's my menu. Most on the hards. Hester, Trin, Mikhail, Jacob and Valhalla opting for the medium, so everyone else sticking with your strategy. Maybe they might be tipping an earlier safety car, might be trying to get off those mediums, chuck on the hards, go to the end, and maybe chuck on the softs a bit later if there is another late safety car.
The hards are very durable. I reckon from around lap 5 or 6 they could probably make the race distance. But by the end of it they would be feeling pretty average. You'd be several seconds off the pace. I say that now, I've seen some people work magic with tyres. Jacob a few weeks ago, pulling a
Can he do it again?
Perez on himself. He might.
Do one lap on the medium to the rest on the hards.
Could very well give it a go, knowing him. Now, this is a much more standard starting position for Potsy, just off the front row. I think where he kind of prefers to start, he's pretty quick off the line, he tends to make up positions fast. Hamburg is always starting up there at the front end of the grid. Ekam as well at the pointy end. Unfortunately, he couldn't start as high as we probably should have started. Ryan Bell not gaining as much as I thought he would gain.
Yeah, I think he might have just been playing it a little bit safe, but so he is a bit rusty. He might not have been able to get as much practice in for this one as he would have liked. And as we were talking about before in qualifying, it's one of those circuits where you have to be really comfortable and confident and just flow through your laps. And if you're not feeling that, it can really affect your speed. As we see a couple of disqualifications, Ekman and Batemate look like they might have come together as they formed up on the grid.
Must be very hard to drive a lap of this circuit, not at full speed. Oh, and M-Dog obviously forgets how to park a car. I don't think he has a license yet though, so it's kind of fair.
Yeah, we'd like to see him parallel park.
Everyone else manages to pull up in their slots pretty cleanly. Let's see. Let's have another start. Hopefully as clean as last one. And we're away for the feature race. It's looking fairly clean so far. M-Dog having a hell of a start, getting right up next to Potsy, pushing Potsy out wide, crushing Big Al side by side. Big Al looks like he's going to get that move done cleanly. Ryan Bell up to 6, makes 2 positions so far off the start. Fighting hard. Hester losing it a little bit, dropping 2 positions down to T-Mac and Trin. He's going to get past him. Ryan Bell looking to make another move. Can he do a dive up the inside? Massive send up the inside of Ekman. Oh, he's in the escape road. Couldn't do it. Spins the car around. Oh, Ryan just goes too deep.
Didn't lose a lot of time, but he's lost a lot of track position. As we see a little bit argy-bargy a bit further up the road with Codemasters and Valhalla. We've got another yellow flag, but that might just be a little bit of lag from the game. So bunched up. There's something's going to happen at Castle here. I think something is going to happen at Castle.
Let's keep an eye on it and see what we can see. A lot of guys losing a lot of positions. There's definitely damage. Panda overcommits, brakes, hits. Valhalla loses 2 positions. Oh, Mikau has to slow down. Ryan nearly taps Mikau. Yeah, that was messy, guys. I think there's a bit of damage on this grid. I didn't see anything, but there has to be carbon fibre out on that track. Hester dropping a lot of positions. Ryan Bell goes for a massive send with turn 3. Just could not pull that car up, unfortunately.
Oh, big lunge from Fever on Mikau. Forces him off the track at the final proper corner. Mikau drops down to last place.
Trin tight!
Spins it on the straight through the Weavy section, and that's going to be a full safety car. Oh, there's collision!
Hey!
Came around the corner, so did Hester. They've got straight into Trin's car, and there's 2 more cars out.
Farmer Sam and Hester both collecting Trin there, completely ignoring the double yellow flag. That is 100% on them.
Yeah, they took the racing line, but that was where Trin's car had ended up. And I think Hester crashed into Farmer Sam. I think Farmer Sam was the one who hit Trin's parked car. Jacob Master pulls into the pits. He's going for that one.
He's doing it! He's doing it!
He's going to try to go to the end, see how he goes.
Come on, Jacob, do us proud. Oh, that was a decent collision there. Only lost 3 cars though, so play on. Give us a chance to reset here. And quite curious that only, out of all of that, only Jacob is pulled into the pits. Everyone else is still on track. That must not be... I really need to run that app that Kunai runs to work out what's going on here, because I don't see any broken end plates or any damage on these cars, but with all of that carnage, surely someone has broken something. See in the chat there, Farmer Sam is pleading the 5th.
Same with Hester. So I think they both did exactly the same thing there. Unfortunate for Trini, said the lag might have been the cause of his crash with T-Mac. We'll keep an eye on that, but so far I haven't noticed anything being on board with Apollo Pepsi. Very unfortunate if that was the case.
So
The field has caught the safety car, Big Al in front.
Trent Bowden the lag. Honestly, I think T-Mac is just a faster driver than Trent.
Shots fired indeed. Let's have a look at the positions gained and lost. So Feebar is down 6 positions, Mikau down 2. Biggest winners though, Levi Tiger Pants up 5 positions, same with Valhalla and Panda. All 3 of those drivers starting out of the points. Valhalla and Panda still just outside it, but those retirements definitely helped that cause.
Yeah. Well, 3 cars out in the first couple of laps, which is pretty expected for Baku. That's fairly standard. They did well in the sprint race, but the full feature length is always a different beast.
And can confirm that Trin and T-Mac were desynced.
Oh. Okay. I haven't got it yet. Sounds like it might have been a nasty one.
Oh yeah, it was. T-Mac's AI car got airtime.
Does he have any? He doesn't have any damage though, does he? Like his actual car? No, he looks fine. Ah, I see the screenshot the Combine just posted. Yeah, that's kind of. He's almost trying to pull a Webber on himself, isn't he?
It's not as bad as Coach's airtime. That was something else.
Alright, so we've only had 2 laps of safety car, but mine is coming back in.
Oh, Ekem has collided with Potsy. That's a 5-second penalty for the Red Bull driver.
Amateur hour.
We are punching the field up. Big Al has control.
And he's using it to its full advantage, making sure everyone... Oh, there he goes fairly quickly. He catches Crush sleeping, catches M-Dog sleeping. Potsy is on it though, right at the back of M-Dog. He's definitely going to go for a lunge into turn 1. I don't think there's even a consideration about not doing it. He'll get that done fairly cleanly. Let's move down the grid. Looks fairly smooth from everyone. King J getting a little bit squirrely. Valhalla's up beside him, and so is Ryan up the inside. Forces the Mercedes wide as Panda also squeezes past Valhalla. Valhalla losing 3 positions there. 4 positions. Mikau's also squeezing past the side of him. Can we make it 5? Is Jacob going to go 2? No, he's a little far back.
Jacob's playing it very safe at the moment. He's just happy to watch it all unfold in front of him.
Jacob's thinking about his tyres. He's got to make those last another 22 laps. Ryan up the inside of King J. King J does drive very respectfully, gives him the room, as Panda says thank you very much, and Mikau as well. King J drops 3 positions in 1 corner. 4, 5!
He had no drive out of that corner at all. It's gone around. Mikau nearly full speed, and there's contact with Valhalla as well.
Out, yeah.
He's not going to send it down the inside. I think Valhalla might have let him through there. I think that was Valhalla's tag that's turned Mick out. I don't think anyone's got damage from that.
Yeah, that was a bit messy, but everyone managed to sort themselves out. Looks like back in hopefully the right positions. Let's keep following this action on track. Ryan and Panda, both these Aston Martins are just cutting through the field right now. Let's just stay on board and see what happens as these guys...
No.
Jacob?
Oh, Jacob's gone around to the final corner. I think he's still got his full front wing, but those cold, hard tyres really struggling to switch on.
It's okay, we'll see. Hopefully he can keep going. I want to see if they can make the whole race. Oh, Ekem very close to the back of M-Dog there. Not quite in a position to make a move yet. He definitely thought about it.
So we lost half the drivers who are running medium tyres at the start, and the only 2 remaining are Mikau and Valhalla in 12 and 13. Either of them really looking like they're gaining much ground at the moment.
No, I think they're struggling a little bit. I'd honestly be amazed if Mikkelsen doesn't have damage. Same with Valhalla. So that's probably what's costing them. Because they should be significantly faster than these hard runners. Fairly relaxed procession right now though. Everyone's sort of slotted in and they're doing their own thing. I say everyone, Ryan Bell is slowly sneaking closer and closer to the back of that Ferrari.
Yeah, he's nearly out of DRS range as Valhalla's gone straight into the wall on top of the hill. And I think that's going to be some wing damage there for the Mercedes.
Yeah, let's see. Panda needs to get a move on because he has lost DRS to his teammate. He'll want to make that back as quick as he can, as his teammate is going to look to make a move around the outside of the Ferrari. He'll get that done before the DRS zone, really, I think.
And Dog setting the fastest lap of the race. He must have got a very good run on Big Al at the safety car restart to set the fastest lap in it.
Yeah, he must have. Well, Ryan made that move stick. He's looking ahead, and Panda just hanging on the edge of that DRS. He's going to have to burn some DRS to try and make it up. If he loses Ryan, there's no way he's going to catch him again. He's got to push like hell to keep up with this Ferrari. Looking pretty good so far. He's gained 2 tenths on him, so if he can just keep this up, maybe he can get him next lap. Depends how much DRS is willing to burn. Ryan already making up a lot of time. He's riding back in bait, mate.
And he's starting to get into that groove now. He's really looking racy at the moment.
Bait knows there's nothing he can do here. That's not his fight. He knows it. Oh, how close did these guys want to get to that wall?
Candace got himself within DRS range of Levi. We'll be closing in on this battle between Batemate and Levi now as Feber almost pulled out of DRS range of those 3 behind.
He's on the charge. He wants champagne tonight. So far, I'm very impressed with Crush's pace. He's managed to maintain that gap to Big Al, and he's just sitting there. He's looking pretty good at the moment. He just has to hold station, really. Oh! Panda just tapped the wall there. I hope that's not damage. It doesn't look like damage, but that was not very smooth of him. The closing speed. Oh, Feber! No!
So I'll let Pepsi and Feber around there. And he's got a good run on Levi, and he gets a move done as well. Oh, side by side through turn 2, the Aston and the Ferrari. Big squeeze from Panda. They're still side by side at the run down to turn 3. It looks like Panda's just got enough pace, though. does get the move done before the braking zone into turn 3. But yeah, Bieber and Apollo Pepsi way down the field now as Bieber and Valhalla. Oh, Valhalla just sends Bieber into the wall at turn 3. Valhalla outbraking himself quite a bit. And I think Ryan's going to have some damage after that one.
Yeah, out of turn 1, into the braking zone for turn 1. Bieber just outbroke himself a little bit. Wasn't expecting Pepsi to be braking that early. Just tapped him, spun him around, and then did the courteous thing. Sat there and waited for him to correct himself. Very sportsmanlike by Bieber. Unfortunately, it did cost him quite a bit of time. Bit of work to do now by these guys. Pepsi does look a lot quicker than Valhalla. I think Valhalla might have also picked up damage from that exchange with Bieber. Pepsi's looking very racy compared to Valhalla. I might also jump up and have a look at Crush for a quick second. No, he's backed off. It looked like he was going to attack the gal. He might still. Nope, saving. At the moment, I think he wouldn't really want to exchange places with Big Al unless Potsy decides to attack. He can just sit behind him and save some battery. I think after all the shenanigans we've had, a lot of these guys are begging for safety cars to come in and get some damage fixed.
Yeah, it's hard to tell. It's a little bit of lag just spectating some of these guys, so it's hard to see whether or not they're getting oversteer or if it's just the game not quite keeping up. Second makes a move on M-Dog coming out of the castle section. Isn't a usual place to get a move done.
I'd say M-Dog must have had a lockup or a slip as he taps that wall. M-Dog, I think, is in a bit of trouble at the moment. Oh, I think he's got damage. He's not looking smooth at all right now. He can still keep his foot flat through Sector 3. So that is going to help, but we'll see how much time he loses in the first 2 corners compared to, say, T-Mac behind. I think he's got a bit of damage. Oh, he looks fine. Oh no.
Just had a spin at turn 1. That'll be done by Valhalla, by King J here, and he done.
Yeah, King J does get
Valhalla's actually pulling away from Apollo Pepsi, broken DRS, and then it looks like he just dropped it on the exit curve at 1. Let's put him down to P14.
If you're on the medium tyres, right now you'd be hoping for a safety car. This is your perfect window to get off of them.
Starting to see a few mistakes, unfortunately. Drivers who are making those mistakes is Valhalla, who would benefit from the safety car right about now.
Yeah, really looking at Macau, he'd be the only one that would benefit from a safety car now. He'd get on those hards and be laughing all the way to the end. Jacob, though, doing well on his hard tyres. He's got a long way to go on them.
Yeah, best thing he can do is just try and keep up the pace enough that he won't get lapped by the end. So he's not too far off it, so I don't know what's going to happen. Yeah. Nearly flat at the top. It looks like Valhalla's had a spin at the top of the hill. I think what he's done there, I think he's clipped too much the curb on the left-hand side in that little kink section. So if you do hit that too hard and you've got too low of ride height, you're going to bottom out, and that's going to put the car into a spin. I think that's exactly what's happened there. He may also be carrying some diffuser damage from the contact with Bieber earlier in the race, and that will be making his car very difficult to drive at the moment.
Yeah, he looks like he's struggling out there.
BB's caught back up on Apollo Pepsi for P11. He's probably going to make a cleaner move this time on the run into turn 3s. Seems a little bit deep. We might have him here. Pepsi, I thought he was getting out of the way then. I saw the fishtail. I was like, nope, that's definitely just lighting up the rears.
I honestly thought Pepsi was just being super cautious, being like, nah, I remember what happened last time, I'm getting out of your way.
No, I don't think it was intentional.
Macau's doing fairly well on those mediums. He'd be at a point now where they were going to start to hurt, and I'd say the hards would be quicker, so he's gonna have some trouble, I think. Very shortly, if he continues to stay out for too long on those tyres. Oh. Pepsi getting so close to that wall at Castle. I don't want to jinx him, but I can't do that too many more times. Macau is just hanging on to that DRS. I wonder if he got it or if he lost it to Levi now. Let's go have a look at Hotsy. Nearly goes for a move into turn 1 on a crush. Backs out of it at the last second. The AlphaTauri will live to fight another corner. I don't think he's going to deter Hotsy if he actually wants to get a move done. Might have to just wait another lap. Even Crush now. Crush being aware that Potsy might make a move, he's decided to try and close that gap up to Big Al. So I think we're going to see a bit of fighting here before the pit stops.
Looks like Valhalla has had a pit stop, taking those medium tyres off and chucked on the hards, so we'll be able to go to the end from here.
That'll be good, that's what he needs to do. That AlphaTauri of Crush looks so hooked up. He's just, it's on rails going around the circuit. M-Dog dropping the position team.
Yeah, not sure if that was intentional or if M-Dog's just had a very slow exit on the top of the hill. May also just be trying to get DRS, but he's 7/10 back now, so it might have been a mistake.
Potsy goes for
a Crush.
Double overtake? Can he do it? Crush for the switchback? Crush backs out of it. Potsy just did a double overtake into turn 1.
Watching Daniel Ricciardo highlights clearly.
Say what you will, but this man can drive. Like he's so good at controlling his car.
Macau and King J into the pits. King J in very early for a hard run. I think he might have some wing damage that's getting repaired. No. Just tyres. 2 stop. You can't go 13 laps in the medium. Oh, I guess Big Cat just did, so...
Yeah. It's a little early. He's going for a massive undercut. But he can do it.
Keep an eye on him.
Like, as a response to Potsy's double overtake, I wouldn't be surprised to see either Big Al or Crush come into the pits this lap. Even if Potsy wants to be a real Chad, he should just pit now, do a double overtake and pit the next lap. 5 seconds, 6, 7, 8, 10. That's 15, 17. Ooh. Yeah, actually if I was Potsy, I'd pit right now. He'll come out clean air. Don't know if Potsy's engineer is listening or not, or if he even has one. We're gonna go into the lap.
So, he's just going to work out if anyone's here. It looks like M-Dog's coming into the pits now. So is Batemate. Amanda staying out. Got a yellow flag. It's a Mercedes of Valhalla Castle section. He's still got his whole front wing. No safety car.
I wouldn't be surprised if he has some floor damage of some kind.
Yeah, I suspect he's probably got some aero damage in the car. It looks very unstable at the moment. It's got some Big Al battling again. Battle for this lead, and Eckham's joined as well.
This is really heating up now.
Mikau's got the undercut on M-Dog up to P10. And Baymate's come out into that clean air you were talking about before. He's 9.3 seconds behind FIBA and 4.1 seconds ahead of Mikau.
Yeah, there's a nice little pocket available for these front runners if they want it.
So with Batemate being on fresh mediums, that gap is going to close fairly quickly.
Yeah, this pocket's only going to last about a lap or so, as I'd say. I mean, if you look at Bait, after about half a lap, watch him reel FIBA in. Eckham turning a little bit early there, making him very shallow for himself. Let's see, do any of these guys flinch?
Odsie's very much in the middle of the road at the moment, and he ducks in.
Oh, there you go!
So does Crush and Eckham. BMAC looks like he will come in. His teammate is staying out.
Alright.
Where's Batemate? Batemate's on the pit straight now. He's still got a long way to go.
Yeah, plus he'll get that on him easy. Bossy's already out.
Got a yellow flag, so Mercedes again at Valhalla gone off in the same spot at the top of the hill, so yeah, he's struggling at the moment with an issue.
Potsy and FIBA are side by side, that's not what you want as the race leader. Now he's got to fight with FIBA. He's frustrated, look at him. And FIBA's not going to make this easy on him. FIBA is going to do everything he can to put him further behind.
Panda's gone straight on at turn 2, he's dropped a ton of positions. Caught out by his cold tyres.
Yeah. Potsy as well now, he's just... Oh no, what a mess. That's going to cost him a lot of time.
Got to be patient here, Potsy. Just needs to wait. I know it's going to cost him a little bit in the short run, but he's got the pace to get back in front of those leaders if he does. That position. Feedback's big tank light on the exit of that corner.
That just hurts Potsy even more because he can't overtake here, so it just slows him down.
So he's keep an eye on Big Al, see if he comes in. Staying to the left. And he's coming in. Rushes in. Eckham's staying out. Remember, he's got that 5-second penalty. He might be waiting for a safety car to serve that to offer a lesser penalty.
Yeah, Potsy's gonna get FIBA here, but that's not really the point. Let's see where Big Al comes out.
Oh, it's gonna be tight on the exit. It's gonna be tight. I think he's still got it with the fresh tyres. Oh, they're side by side.
Oh!
And FIBA's gonna be in this mix as well. Oh, a bit of contact. FIBA's in the wall slightly.
Big Al!
Big Al!
Whoa!
FIBA has to stop it behind. We've got another yellow flag. Looks like Panda at turn 1 again.
Ryan just absolutely power slid across the entire turn 3. That was amazing to watch. Man, what a battle. That was awesome. Good to see that Ryan isn't playing favourites. He's happy to screw over Big Al as much as Potsy. Doing everything he's entitled to do.
These are all the people around FIBA at the top of the standings, so he doesn't want to make it easy for them.
Any shade he can throw, he'll throw. Still ended up working out for Potsy though, but he's got that gap to Big Al to only is outside of DRS. He needs to do everything in his power to maintain that gap or increase it. If we gotta get through the DRS, it's going to be a battle to the end. And it's definitely not what Potsy wants. Crush now in back of Fever. Fever, I'd say, would be looking at hitting shortly. Yeah, I think that's it. He's coming in.
Yeah, come in as well. So he's over that penalty as Valhalla's retired at the castle section. This may bring out a safety car, and it does. Oh, this will maybe help Jacob if he decides to pit. Fever will get a cheaper pit stop as everyone behind him is having to drive to a delta now. And he's sliding behind Levi. He should be ahead of everyone else behind him. Mikau coming into the pits as well. Only been on those hards for 4 laps. And yeah, Fever comes out in front of his teammate Panda in the points.
That really worked out for Fever. It's funny because Bert Mylander pulled out as Fever pulled in. So one Aston Martin pulls out as the other one pulls in.
Mikau onto the softs.
They can make it. Not comfortably, but they can make it.
Oh, this is going to be on a safety car for a couple of laps at least.
Jacob, what are you doing?
Jacob back onto the mediums he started the race with, so they've only been for 1 lap.
Yeah, actually, no, that's probably the right call. That's the right call. Yeah, you see,
they could have gone to softs, but they're going to be pretty second hand at the end of the feature race.
Yeah. Yeah, they'll be in a lot of pain at the end of the race. Not ideal and not what you want. So we'll see how Mikau goes on this. But Eckham did obviously serve his penalty. I don't think he lost out really. Oh no, he did lose out to Team Eckham Bait. He's got a bit of work to do to try and catch up again for that mistake. Some of the camera angles on this track are just really nice.
Yeah, it's a shame we don't get more control over it because yeah, it would be very, very nice to do commentary.
Yeah, we could have gotten a lot better views of a lot of battles, but we use the tools that we've got as best we can. Let's see. Everyone's slowly catching up to the safety car now. If Jacob gets a hurry on, it may even come in this lap.
Maybe. The castle section, they might catch up.
Yeah, as long as Jacob's in Sector 2 by the time the safety car reaches Sector 3.
Oh, he's going to get called in very, very late before. And, so there we go. I think he should catch by the last corner.
Yeah. At this pace, I'd say so. Which would be good, that'll give us more laps of racing. Only 4 DNFs so far, it's going fairly okay. I say that, there's like 7 laps.
Interestingly, Mikau's not going full throttle. He's only going half throttle.
We'll have another lap.
I think he's trying to get another lap of safety car, but he's caught the back of the train anyway.
Could be. He would definitely want to, considering his tyres.
Yeah, going around again. It's a bit cheeky from the Alpine driver.
Oh, he knows the game mechanics and he knows what he can and can't do. Man, Ryan and Red Panda are just at every every phase of this race, they've just been right next to each other the whole time. They just cannot escape each other. But at the moment, the Alfa Romeo is doing really well. Surely this will be our last lap of safety car.
Yeah, everyone's bunched up nicely now. We should get the message in a second.
It's usually as we get to sector 3, the safety car will let it know. Go, safety car in this lap. Okay. Potsy, the field is yours. Oh no. I think Big Al just disconnected.
Oh, big rip.
His game crashed. He's trying to reopen it. I can see him logging back in. Ah, that's gonna hurt him so much. I hope his AI doesn't do something stupid like pit.
For Sauce, yes. Unless Potsy holds off running until the very last second.
No, he's gone.
No, he's gone. No. No. Don't do it, AI. Don't do it.
It's gonna do it! No, it's gonna do it! It did it!
Why?
Oh.
Why, AI? Why? Oh my god. Oh, that's very unlucky. Oh, as Poly Pepsi's been spun around at turn 1, he's in the pit exit. Oh.
That's just...
This is why not many people are playing the game anymore.
That would be enough to make me not want to play anymore, to be honest. That's just shit. That's so bad.
Yeah, chuck on used hards for the last 6 laps. As Levi Tiger Pants has gone around, so has Panda at turn 3. Oh, and Apollo Pepsi's nearly got squeezed by Levi.
Something happened with Bait. I think Bait's got damage or something. He's dropped down a lot. He made it up to 4th and now he's back down to 7th. Ryan Bell has made up a ton of positions. Okay, as well. He came up to P8 on those soft tyres, which should have a performance advantage for the next 2 or 3 laps at least, but then they will drop off.
And Jacob into the points as well.
True, Jacob into the points. Doesn't count, it's not on his hard tyres.
You put him back on for the last lap.
I love the logic of this game, to get Big Al from fresh tyres to pit for old hard tyres.
Don't get it at all.
Well done guys, well done. Well, Crush is not going to let Potsy walk away with this one. He's right on the back of it. Looks like he's closing fairly quickly, just using the slipstream. As Ekim gets past T-Mac, Potsy will give Crush the room on the outside. He covers off the inside just nicely enough to make sure that he maintains his position into turn 2. Russ gets a really good run out of turn 2, there's a little bit of ERS. Going around the outside, he backs out, realises he's not going to get far enough alongside. So Potsy's going to keep the position for now. Big Al's pitting again.
Yeah, Big Al and Panda onto the soft tyres to the end, so I think Panda had some wing damage. That's why he came into the pits again.
Yeah. We've got 5 laps to go in this race. There's a bit of a dash to the line here, and everyone seems to be behaving themselves quite nicely, especially if guys in the top 5 or so. I know they're in good positions, they just need to maintain it. Someone made a bit of contact with the wall. I think it was Echo. Don't think it was damage worthy, but it sounded loud.
Yeah, no debris or anything on the track. I can see following behind.
Rush. Yeah. Maybe on the other straight. Playing it very safe here. Crash not really looking overly keen to get a move done. I think he's saving his battery for the last lap. Close to the last lap. Ryan Bell and M-Dog side by side. I don't know if that was enough room.
It's so hard because M-Dog was trying to squeeze Speedball onto that curb. You can't touch that curb because it will unsettle the car.
Yeah,
He was locked sensibly because M-Dog had a much better run.
Yeah. M-Dog's got to be a little careful now. He can get a little hot under the collar. He's got to maintain his composure here. That's a bit of a snap. That's going to cost him.
Levi touched the wall at Castle. Oh, he's got his wing intact, but just getting a bit of understeer now.
I think that's cost M-Dog fairly dearly. He's dropping off rapidly. He'll be out of DRS next lap, which is going to be music to Bates' ears.
Yeah, he's only 1.3 behind as well. Two Alpines finishing strongly here.
Hopefully. One of the Alpine teams needs to finish strongly. Oh, M-Dog! Massive snap of oversteer there. Somehow catches it, didn't lose too much time. Levi on the back of Pepsi. He's got no ERS left. He's there for him. Panda will steal the fastest lap. I think Panda and Big Al are just going to be battling for fastest lap now. Might as well make it amusing. They are stuck in the back in their own little world. Oh, Levi could not get much closer to this Williams if he tried.
Very close to Potsy at the front. Might see attempting a move going into turn 1.
Keep an eye on it. If they get close enough, I'll swap over. Ryan making another move on T-Mac. It will get up to 4th place now. And I think Levi Tiger Pants is going to make a move on Pepsi. Is T-Mac going to concede this? Yes, he will.
This is good for Jacob, who's under a bit of pressure here from Follow Pepsi. As we've got a yellow flag.
Beaver's
turn 1.
spun!
Beaver has gone straight on at turn 1.
Yeah. That was
Back down to
silly.
P8.
No one was. He wasn't in a battle with anyone then. Why did he do that?
Those fair momentary lapse of concentration.
Yeah,
This is breaking point.
possibly. That cost him. He was on from 4th down to 8th. That's going to hurt a lot. Levi still couldn't quite get past Pepsi. He's doing everything he can, but couldn't quite get it done.
Oh, Jacob really struggling to keep Pepsi behind. Pepsi in a Ferrari sandwich at the moment. Jacob's so close to getting DRS off King J as well.
He needs it. If he wants to survive, he needs that DRS.
Levi really struggling on throttle again. I wonder if it's just his setup is just really hard on the tyres and it's does not look comfortable on the mediums at all.
Yeah, that messed him a bit.
It's the same in the sprint race the whole time.
Yeah, Jacob's just outside the DRS range again. Fieber making leaps and bounds onto Mikkel. I think Mikkel's going to be under pressure next lap.
The detection point is quite a ways down the straight, so Jacob's just closed the gap up a little. It's 3/10, 4/10 now. He's just losing a lot of time out of the corners.
Oh, Levi is going to make a move here. I don't think that's even a consideration for him.
Oh, Jacob's sitting back here, I think.
Crush thought about it, but he backed out.
He is actually very quick at Levi. Struggled to overtake him with DRS when Jacob didn't have it. You can see there, just not gaining on the Ferrari at all, except in the braking zone.
I'd say Jacob was running a lot less speed. Which is why he's struggling in the corner so much. They'll get him here. Oh, maybe not. That Ferrari is an absolute
Jacob's got DRS as well here. Is he going to make a move on Pepsi? He's got a yellow flag ahead. Looks like slow someone.
It's clear.
Mikkel, perhaps. Yeah, Pepsi's used up a lot of his DRS. Oh, a bit of a bump and run there from Levi on his teammate. I think Jacob's going to be too happy with that. He backs out. Just as fine, you go get him. Pickout comes into the pits again. Looks like he might be going for the fastest lap. Take that away from one of the leaders.
I think Kane just got it at the moment.
According to Splicer in the chat, looks like Ryan hit Pickout going into turn 1.
Oh,
no,
okay.
just before. He's on his tail now.
Yeah, Ryan had a bit of a shocker. He's made a lot of mistakes this race. Oh. Pulls it up that time. Hey, Oakley, yeah, we're good, man. Weather should be turning for you guys, there'll be warm up there soon. Alright. Crush gets past Potsy.
Here we go. Battle for the last lap.
And Ryan is going to get past Mikkel. I'd say fairly uncontestedly, considering Mikkel's there. He's waving at him! He's waving at him! Did you see that?
I did. He's just got to be careful because there's still a long straight to get through before the checkered flag.
Mikkel's tyres are done. Let's go follow the leaders because I think that's where things are going to get interesting here. I'll just stay on with Levi for a bit. It looks like he might kill Pepsi.
Jacob's probably quietly hoping that happens. King J's very close to Pepsi as well.
Looking fairly smooth at the moment. I might jump up and follow this battle for the win here. Crush currently holds the lead. Potsy does have 20% more ERS though. It's all going to come down to this last straight, as we like to see here in Baku. Last real braking zone.
Oh, big spin from Pepsi! Pepsi spun outside of Castle. And Jacob comes through, takes P11.
That's what Jacob would have wanted. I think Potsy's too far back. He's 6/10 back at the start of the straight. DRS on the entire way, same with Crush. Down to 5/10. DRS open as we drop it down now. We're in the 4/10. I don't think he's got enough in him. He's not going to get the move done. Crush is going to win. M-Dog though gets past T-Mac just before the line. Beats him by about 2 cars with. And I think that's going to be all the action we're going to see here.
Yeah, the gap's just blown out a little bit coming out of the final corner. We're going to see Big Al get the fastest lap. He's 2.5 tenths down on his fastest time, and he's used barely any ERS, so I think this might be it, unless he opens it up out of the final corner.
Well, that's our podium. Crush, Potsy, and Echo. Congrats, boys. Well done. Excellent drive by you guys. M-Dog is welcoming in 4th place. T-Mac in 5th. Fantastic drive from him. Bait in 6th. Ryan Bell in 7th. He had a... I feel like his recovery drive had a recovery drive. Driver of the day, Ryan Bell. I don't think Ryan Bell would agree with that. Fairly messy race from Tier 1 then. Lots of weird mistakes, weird things going on all the way through. Long loading screen for the podium celebration. There we go. So I think I got down to about 7th as I was running through the grid. See if we can see the end results as everyone's just jumping out of the lobby now. Nope, didn't get to see it again. That's unfortunate. Well, big congratulations to Crush. He did fantastic. And I believe I'm not wrong, I think King J managed to get 9th, so well done to him. Good result for King J, be happy with it. Well, thank you guys so much for joining us. Don't go anywhere. The stream's going to end momentarily and then pick back up again. I think Jacob is going to be hosting the Tier 2 race for us, so hopefully we'll have a similar amount of action there. Thanks so much for watching, guys. I've been Psycho, and with me has been Gus. We'll see you guys next week.